Welcome to Not So Creative. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to sew this beautiful Japanese origami bag. This design is simple, elegant, and a fantastic beginner-friendly project. It's a versatile bag that you can use for groceries, as a stylish tote, or even as a gift bag. I'll guide you through each step, including an optional lining and a neat box corner technique to add depth. Let's get started. For this project, you'll need the following materials. This size creates a medium-sized bag, but you can easily adjust it. The width should be your starting point, and for the length, simply multiply the width by 3. For example, if your fabric is 20 centimeters wide, the length should be 60 centimeters. I recommend using canvas, linen, denim, or home decor weight fabrics for durability. If you're adding a lining, a lightweight fabric like poplin works great. For better visibility, I'll demonstrate with a smaller scale sample, but be sure to use the full measurements from the material lists. Place the lining and the outer fabric right sides together. Sew around the border with a 1 cm seam allowance, leaving a 10 cm gap on one side for turning. Trim the edges except for the side where the gap is. Be careful when trimming the corners. Avoid cutting through the stitches. Turn the bag right side out. Press well, making sure the seam allowance of the opening is folded inward. Top stitch all around the edges to secure everything neatly. Fold the right side downward and the left side upward. Then fold the center over like this. Pin both side seams and sew with a 1 cm seam allowance. At this point, you can turn your bag right side out, and it will have the classic triangle origami shape. If you want to keep it this way, skip ahead to the handle installation. If you'd like to give the bag more depth, let's box the corners. Flatten the corners and mark a straight line 5 cm from the tip. If you want a deeper base, you can extend the line further to increase the depth of the bag. Pin in place and sew along this marked line on both corners. Trim the excess fabric. You can finish the raw edges with pinking shears, a zigzag stitch, an overlock stitch, or by adding bias tape for a clean look. Set the bag aside while we prepare the handle. Okay, take the handle piece and fold both short ends inward by 1 cm. Press and sew along the edges. Fold the piece in half, lengthwise, right sides together. and sew along the raw edge with a 1 cm seam allowance. Turn the fabric tube right side out and press with the seam in the middle. Take one of the long top triangles of your bag and slide it through the handle. Overlap the other top triangle over the one inside the handle tube, pin in place and stitch securely. Slide the handle tube over the stitch overlap to center it. And that's it. In this case, I ended up with this cute little bag. But if you follow the full measurements, this is the final size of your bag. For this video, I added a lining for a neat finish, but you can also make an online version. To do this, simply use one piece of fabric, finish the raw edges with an overlock or zigzag stitch, then fold them inward by 1 cm before assembling the bag. The rest of the process remains the same. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, did you like this bag? Was the process easy to follow? Would you like to see other origami style bag designs on this channel? Thank you for watching, happy sewing, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.